Okay, thank you very much for joining the session. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Microsoft Learn AI Cloud Skills Challenge. This session is being hosted by the MCT Community Pakistan Learning Room, which is the learning room. Let's talk about the learning room. What is it? This learning room is on Microsoft Teams. Anyone can join this learning room, whether they are professionals or students or they are technology lovers. This learning room is for everyone. So what you need is an email ID to join the learning room, and you can use usually Microsoft Teams apps, and through which email ID you use the Microsoft Team app, you can join through the same email ID. You can join this learning room through the same email ID. As you can see a QR code over there in the slide, I will share its joining link as well so that you can go and you can join that learning room. And how does that learning room facilitate you? Yes, you can get the updates about the latest events, just like the one you have joined right now. And if you are working in some company and you want some technical help, you may ask from the experts on that learning room. So, moreover, you will get to know about the latest certification updates, free learning resources, and so many other things, right? Okay, so let's talk about today's event. Today's event is Microsoft Learn AI Cloud Skills Challenge. And the speakers are Gulnaz Mushtaq and Tharindu Damith. Okay, let me introduce myself first of all. My name is Gulnaz Mushtaq, and I have been a Microsoft certified trainer since 2018. And I have trained hundreds of students around the world and now serving the MCT community in the Pakistan as an MCT regional lead. Also, I am a most valuable professional in the area Azure, and Microsoft has awarded me with the Enrique Lima Award. And what is this Enrique Lima Award? Basically, the people, the MCTs around the world who work entirely passionately for their community, for the MCT community around them. So this award is being awarded to those MCTs. As far as my experience is concerned, I have been working with the both public and private sectors, and also my area as far as Microsoft is concerned is Azure administration, Microsoft hybrid administration in Azure, server administration, Microsoft security identity management, and a little bit Microsoft 365 as well. So this is my, on the left side, this is the badge from MCT, and on the right side, the badge from MCT Regional Lead. So this is a shield for the MCT Regional Lead. It's a volunteer position if you work for the community. So you can work as a MCT Regional Lead. Uh, this is my MVP badge. This is the Enrique Lima Award. This is MVP Award. And if you want to join me on LinkedIn, this is a very simple profile over there. If you need any help regarding Microsoft technologies, you need any help to discuss about this data certifications, trends, so many other things, you can reach out to me through this very simple profile on Microsoft, on LinkedIn. Okay. So let's discuss about our today's amazing speaker, Tharindu Damith, who is a Microsoft certified trainer from Sri Lanka. He is a professional in cybersecurity, in cloud computing, in IT infrastructure management, and his journey in technology led him to specialize in cybersecurity, especially in penetration testing and bug bounty hunting. So, very warm welcome, Tharindu.
Hi, Ulnas. Thank you so much.
Hi. So
Hi.
now you can start your session, and right after
Uh,
you, so I'm going to give everything, learning experiences, and so many other things to my audience. What is AI Cloud Skills Challenge and how to get the free credentials of Microsoft. So over to you, Tharindu. Thank you very much for joining.
okay. Okay, Ulnas. Okay, first of all, I want to thank you to giving me this opportunity. I thank you, Pakistan MCT community. So without further ado, let's get started. So let me share my screen for my presentation. Okay, one moment, please. I hope my screen is visible for now.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Uh, okay, let's get it started. So let me expand this slide. Okay. Uh, everyone, my name is Tharindu Damith. I'm from Sri Lanka, and I am excited to be leading this session on Defender XDR. I'm a certified expert in cybersecurity and I love helping people to learn about it. Also, I have a couple of Microsoft certifications as well. So let's go to our agenda, our overview. So in this session, we are going to focus on becoming expert in setting up Defender XDR. We will cover lots of ground. So first of all, let me give you a roadmap of where we are headed. First, we will get to know Microsoft Defender XDR. What is it and how does it work? And we will get a good overview of this powerful security solution. Then we will step into the world of modern security operations, and I will show you how security team work these days and the tools they use to keep organizations safe. Speaking of security teams, we will take a look at a different role within a security operation center. Simply, we call for that SOC operation center. You will learn about the specialized team and the important functions they perform. Next, uh, we'll get hands-on experience with Defender for Endpoint, and we will explore its advanced features and learn how to configure it for maximum protection for our organization. And you could get notified the instance threat detected, right? So we will learn how to set up alerts for security issues and vulnerabilities. Let me select my laser pen, then it will be easy for you. So then, like I said, but what if we have a specific threat to worry about? That's where custom indicators comes into play. I will show you how to add your own custom indicators based on intelligence you have gathered or sign of compromise you have observed. And as well as we will also tackle web content filtering. Think about think of it as a security guard of for the internet. We will set up policies to block access to harmful website and keep your organization very secure. And finally, we will explore the amazing world of automatic task disruption. This is very amazing features that Microsoft provide within Windows within Defender XDR. Defender XDR can actually stop attacks in their track. So we will see how this incredible feature works. So let's go to the next slide. Let's have a look at Defender for XDR. Very simple overview, right? So think of Defender XDR as a team of superheroes working together. It's combined different security services to protect all part of your organization, like your computers, your user account, and your collaboration tool, and especially for your cloud apps. For your computers, Defender XDR teams up with Defender for endpoints to find and stop malicious software and any suspicious activities. It even helps you to find and fix vulnerabilities in your. Start from the beginning. So, like I said, think of Windows Defender XDR as a team of superhero working together. It's combined different security services to protect all part of your organization and your computer user account and email collaboration tool as well as cloud apps. For your computer, Defender XDR teams up with Defender Endpoint to find and stop malicious and suspicious activities to your endpoint. It even helps you to find fix vulnerabilities in your endpoint, in your softwares. But like I said, security isn't just about the computer, is it? Right? So email and online collaboration tool are lifeblood of any businesses. Defender XDR use Defender for Office 365, protect your email and keep your collaboration platform very safe. Next, here is a critical point, identities, right? So let me get the red pen. Right, identities. So user accounts are like key to our organization, right? Defender for identity step in to protect those keys. Make sure only the right people have access to our organization IT resources. And more business rely on the cloud. See how this work together in a real attack chain. Let's go to the next slide. Typical attack chain. So imagine an attacker send a phishing email to our end user, right? It could be a targeted attack or a widespread campaign, something like, ransomware. This email might have malicious attachment. If someone clicks on this attachment, the attacker can gain access to their computers, right? So and don't forget the cloud. Attacker might use cloud services to steal or communicate with their command center. We call for that C2 centers. And these are the flow that attacker can gain access to the organization resources and 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 also need let me forward this. These are the attackers, so they can access to a top secret file and maybe our domain controller and SQL server, and as well as if someone access to our network, our infrastructure, they can access to our cloud applications as well. So and especially like I said, Active Directory, Cloud Active Directory, and we have to think about our insider risk as well. Most of the users can access their own personal cloud storage and upload organizations important file, top secret file to their own personal cloud storage, right? So these all of threats that we have to protect. So let's have a look how we can protect these areas, these threats, this component of the organization using Defender XDR, right? So think Defender for Office 365. So when it's come to the Defender for Office 365, let's say now we have different kind of phishing attack, different kind of social engineering attack, ads attack, those kind of things. So Defender for Office 365 protect these this kind of attack from our organization. Right. Next, let's go to the Defender for Endpoint. Defender for Endpoint can protect our end users. And then Defender for Identity provide very good security configuration to access our organization resources, like I said. And then insider risk management, this will not cover in this session, but this also I have included. Insider risk management also included in Defender XDR. And if you move forward, Enter ID protection also there. Then Defender for cloud apps also there. So this is very basic example for the Defender XDR platform that can divide for different type of areas that we can protect our organization resources. So let's move for the next slide. So this is one of the screenshot that I have captured from my test tenant. So practically we will learn how these things work. This is kind of a dashboard. Defend XDR, we have summaries, alert, this kind of thing. Let's move forward and I will show you practically in my test lab. You can see alerts, right? So when I go through to create this presentation, I have found this Microsoft modern security operations. So let's have a look about this modern security operations. Think about all the devices in your organizations: computers, phone, network equipments, servers, cloud services, and even those smart devices like, security cameras, fingerprinters, sensors. All these devices generate massive amount of data, which mean security logs and activity logs and much more. This data needs a central hub, a place where we can be collect and analyzed. That's where extended detection and response, we call for that, or XDR, comes in. Microsoft XDR is like a superpower detective. It's take all of raw data, and use advanced analytics and threat intelligence to find hidden threats in our infrastructure. It connects the dots so you can see the bigger picture and respond efficiently. But we can go even further. A security information and event management system, we call for that SIEM. SIEMs add another layer of intelligence. Microsoft Sentinel. As we know, Microsoft Sentinel is our SIEM solution, and it is incredibly powerful platform. So Sentinel integrates data from different sources, even across multi-cloud platform from AWS, from Google. It brings in threat intelligence from around the world and use automation to speed up our response to the attacks. For security analysts and threat hunters, the most valuable part of a modern SOC are those deep insights from XDR and broad view of it provide uh, 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 broad view of provide by SIEMs. This combination allows for rapid insider response, proactive threat hunting, and continuous improvement of your security posture. Uh, if you talk about more, a modern SOC is essential for defending against today's sophisticated cyber attack. By combining Microsoft Defender XDR, and SIEMs, we can build a security operations center that truly ready for anything. So, which means using Microsoft Defender XDR and the same solution like Microsoft Sentinel. Combining these two products together, we can build a good SOC center. So let's move for the next slide. Okay, so I have added this slide, a security operation module. So think of SOC as well. It's like this. Think of a SOC as well-coordinated team with each member playing a specific role. This operation model ensures that every security alert gets the right level of detection. So when it's come to the SOC center, there are different type of tiers, there are different type of layers, different type of dedication teams that provide different type of uh, uh, tasks, right? So let's talk about these security operations centers. Number one, the tier one, right? Think our first line of defense is the tier one team. These analysts are likely security dispatchers. They are like security dispatchers. They quickly access incoming alerts and take immediate action to certain threats. They are experts and handling those high volume of everyday security events. Next, it should be tier two. The slide is missing, but I will explain. When it's come to the tier two, if an alert needs a closer look, it's essential to it's escalated to tier two. These analysts are the investigators. They are like investigators. They dig deeper and analyze complex thread and work to understand the full scope of the particular attacks. So when it's come to the tier three, it's like the allied team is tier three, right? So these are the threat hunters and incident response specialists. They proactively search for hidden threats and hidden malwares and respond to the major security incidents. They are also responsible for the improving security operations centers, defense, and staying ahead of emergency threats. Right. So let's move to the next slide. I will come to this area by doing a practical lab. We'll talk about this later. So when it's come to the Microsoft Defender portal, so first of all, I will show you the very important area is if you go to the all the way down to the settings. First of all, you have to log into Microsoft security.microsoft.com. Then go to the system, and then you can find this setting button. Click on that. If you click on these settings, you will be able to see. Let me refresh that. Okay, here. So if you click on settings of Microsoft Security Center, you have different type of option that we can configure. So you can see Microsoft Defender portal is there, Microsoft Defender XDR, endpoint, email and collaborations, identity, device discovery, cloud devs, and Microsoft Sentinels. Like I said, our same platform. So first of all, we will go to the endpoint section. So if you click on endpoint, and the very first feature is advanced. the very first option is advanced features. So let's have a look what is this advanced features, right? So the very first one in these advanced features is restrict correlation to within scope devices and group. So this settings is very important to understand. Let me explain of these settings. So if you if you enable, if you turn on this feature, this lets you organize your computers into groups. So alerts from different groups are kept separately. It is like having different security teams for different part of your company. So by enabling EDR block mode, this tells, let's enable that as well. This tells Defender to automatically block bad stuff like viruses and hackers. It's like having a invisible shield around your computer, right? So the next option is allow or block file. This can by enable, let's enable this as well. So this makes sure Windows Defender antivirus is turned on, especially the cloud-based protection features enabled. So by default, the next one also enabled hide potential duplicate records, which means so most of the time uh, accidentally or unintentionally it may be add some devices to our Defender portal, so we can identify duplicate values and device records, especially these three areas that can be covered: device that were discovered more than once, device discovery of onboarded devices, likewise, right? So we'll go through the custom indicators. So in future, we will configure custom indicators. So we can configure devices to allow block connection to IP addresses, URLs, something like that. So we will enable that as well. By default, tamper protection also enabled, which means most of the time, as we know, hackers are trying to access to our computers and stop our current antivirus. So enable by enabling these features, this feature, tamper protection, it hackers are no longer to tamper our endpoint and stop our antivirus, right? So by default, another option is there, show user details, which mean this can be captured the pictures, name, title, department, and other relevant information from Azure Active Directory, and Skype for Business integration. So by enabling this feature, we can communicate directly with our end users to support. And next feature is Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps. If we use Cloud Apps, we can enable this protection as well. And next, web content filtering. Like I said, we can filter web contents and put some rules on this. So we will enable that as well. As we know, unified audit logs also there. We can enable that as well. So device discovery, download quarantine file. So there are many features that we can integrate. And when we scroll down, these are the this is one of the very important option that we can enable, which is live response. Especially by enabling this feature, and this as well, live response unassigned script. Most of the time, we know if as a troubleshooters, when we try to troubleshoot endpoints, we have to have a run some kind of a PowerShell script. So by enabling this live response unassigned script execution, we can run unassigned PowerShell script for the endpoint. So as well as shared endpoint alert Microsoft Compliance Center, we can enable that. And Microsoft Intune connection, we can enable that as well. And authenticated telemetry, and especially preview features. So by enabling this feature, we can notify any preview option that Defender XDR provided. Okay, so then let's apply this configuration, submit, and don't forget to save the performance. Okay, so next you can see the alerts. So next we will go to the next section to configure. So you can go through these introduction areas, and there are links that we can go through for advanced features to learn more about these features. The very next one is that we have to understand about email notification. So if you click on email notification, there are two type of email notification that we can create. One is alert, another one is vulnerability. So let's have a look about alerts and vulnerability. Let's click on add notification rule. So first of all, we can add notification rule. I will uh, type a name. Let's say notification test rule 1, and go to next. And here we can select notification settings. By default, it is the first two option enabled, including organization names and include organization specific portal link. So which mean whenever the notification comes into our email, uh, the email will include organization names, and it will include specific portal link. So and the email receiver can directly click on the portal link and access to the portal. And we can add include device information as well. So by enabling this feature, we can get all the device information via email. So next, in this option, if we have device group configured, we can uh, notify that as well. But in this lab, I haven't configured device group. So all the notify for all notify alerts on all devices is the option here. And next, we can select alert severity. This is important. This is mandatory. So we can select what kind of severity alerts that we can get notified. So for now, I will select all the information, and let's go to the next. Here I will select the recipient email address. So you can add your email address, the notification recipient email address. I will type just my email address and you can add. If you want to test this configuration, you can send a test email by clicking this test email button. You can see successfully it's sent, and go to next. You can review all the roles. These are the roles that we have configured. If you want to edit any previous settings directly, you can access and go to the particular section and do the changes again, right? So let's add. We already add. Okay, next, and finally we can submit. So test rule has notified creation. Let's click on done. So this is how we can create a email alert. So whenever you need to generate alert, you can come over here login to security.microsoft.com, and it will open the Defender this portal, security portal, Microsoft security portal, and now there settings and endpoint and email notification is there. So let's go to the vulnerabilities. Here we can add notification about the vulnerabilities. Let's click on that. We can create a policy name. I will create policy 1, and you can give a description. And here we have button active vulnerability notification rule. So if you want to active after this configuration has been done, you can select. If you don't want, you can uncheck that. For now, I will select and go to next. And we have a couple of options that we can configure. So new vulnerability found. Whenever new vulnerability found, including 0-day vulnerabilities, yes, we need that. So we can add severity as well. We will select critical. Another option also there, exploit was verified. And if there's any new public exploit, that also we can notify it. And if there is any exploit added to exploit kit, that also we can verify it. Okay, so according to you, depend your preference, you can select this option. Next, then we can add recipient email and add, go to next. Finally, you can check all the roles, review this role, and click on submit. Right, okay. So now we have learned how to configure advanced features. These are the very important things that we can focus when it's come to the Defender XDR configuration. And we have learned how to create alerts and vulnerabilities, right? So next, move up to the very important part is indicators. So when it's come to the indicators, we have 4 different areas to select. One is file hash, another one is IP address, and next URLs and domain and certificate. So for now, the availability capacity is for the indicators it's 15,000, right? So we can we will configure a couple of options. We will go through that. So if you click on add item, you can see we can create our first indicator with file hash, right? So all you have to do to find the particular file hash and provide it here. So let's assume now by using PowerShell script, there's a PowerShell script that we can find the file hash from any file. So once you have collected those information, you can add this file hash here. Then you can add the title. I will type in test one, and you can add the description as well. So for now, I will add this option, and you can type the file hash. For now, I will type fake file hash. We actually we cannot add fake file. So let me try to get any disk file hash from the internet. Let's try that. Okay, let's grab this one. Let's try this. Okay, indicator type. Likewise, you can find the file hash and type here, and we can set expire details when if we don't want to expire this indicator, we can select never, or we can select custom date to expire this indicator. For now, I will select never. And if you want to see the statistics, you can show statistics as well. Right, so let's go to the next. And here we can select the actions. So response action. So whenever the endpoint has detected this file hash on the particular endpoint, do we need to allow, do we need to audit or warn or block execution? We can select whenever whatever the option that we want. For now, we can select block execution or audit. Let's type audit and click on next. Then we can set up the alert details, severity, and here we have MITRE attack categories. So depend on the file hash, we can select the category. Here I will select the category of command and control, and you can type the recommended actions as well. Go to next. And if we have any device group, it will pop up here, and we can select that as well and go to next. We can see the summary of indicators that we have created. Click on submit. So here is how we can set up the file hash. The next one is IP addresses. Over here, we can select add items again. This is related to specific IP addresses. So if we need to block any kind of malicious IP address, so we can type the IP address over here. So you can get the IP address and type here. I will type fake IP address 192 and you can type the title. I will type test indicator and as well as description. Like previously, we can set it up to never or custom. I will select never and go to next. So we can allow or audit or warn or blocks execution of this IP address. So we'll put audit and go to next. Same like that, we can select the alert details, severity, and the category. I will select exploit and the next. Device scope information here. If you have device group, and if you click on next, we can see the summary and submit. Right, you can see the local IP address is not, most of the time we can add up, we have to have add the public IP addresses, but since this is a test lab, I have added. But anyhow, you now you know how to configure the IP address. Next, we'll go to the URLs and domain. So by clicking add item, we can open this one. So here you can add a domain name or URL, a specific URL that we need to create as an indicator. So let's type a domain name like www dot like let's say nmap.org, and title test tree. Same like before, we can configure the expiration. I will keep never and go to next. It's very simple setup. We have to select what we want to do in action, and next we'll create the alert details category, like let's say like discovery. We can select my attacks. These are the options that we can select. For now, let's keep as simple. Next, device group option, and we can see the summary and submit. Finally, certificate. So let's click on add item. So here little bit different. So first of all, we have to upload a valid certificate over here, and then you can select the title. Let's try to go to next option without selecting the certificate. I don't think it will allow, but let's see. Yes, it won't configure because we have to upload valid certificate. But the same option, if you go to the action, you can select the action and organizations group and summary. This is very simple setup, right? So I will go to the back. So here is the place that we can configure indicators. We have four options: file hash, IP address, URLs, domain, and certificate. By configuring these indicators, we can give more protection to our environment, right? So let's next go to another important part, which is web content filtering. So here we have we can configure web content filtering. So click on add policy, policy name, and select next. Here we can have many type of categories that we can block. So here I will select bandwidth utilization. These kind of settings are there, and here very important and useful feature is there, which is under uncategorized park domain and newly registered domain. This is very important because most of the time, as we know, hackers are they can register new domain, new fake domain, and use this domain to attack our endpoints, right? So if we select these two options, park domain or newly registered domain will not allow, right? So we'll go to the next. We can select the device group and summary. So so I have only 5 minutes left to finish the presentation. So these are the main options that we can focus on when it's come to the Defender XDR. So let's talk about what we have talked about so far, especially when it's come to the security.microsoft.com. Under settings, you can add you can see you can check, you can configure advanced features, and over there we have many configuration that we can enable, like restriction, correlation, and EDR, block mode, automatically resolve alert, and allow block file, these kind of thing. And after configuring this advanced features, we can enable notification rule. These are the very important that we can uh, uh, configure, that we need to configure to get the alert, because alerts are very important. And then Under rules section, we have indicators that we can configure like file hash, IP address, URLs, domain name certificate, and as well as web content filtering. So if you need to additionally, if you are new to this Microsoft Security Center, so in the device management system, we have onboarding and offboarding. If you go to the onboarding, it will provide a very simple guide how to onboard uh, these devices to these endpoints to Defender XDR, right? So if you want to offboard, you can select this as well. So since my time is limit, I will stop for by concluding these areas. So basically, Defender XDR has many features that we can enable, and the very important features which we have discussed, like advanced features, email notification, like custom indicators, and the web content filtering. So I think my time is finished now. Gulnas, over to you, and thank you everyone for this participating in this session. So if you have any queries, you can reach me on LinkedIn, and you can share your knowledge with me as well. So I like to discuss this technical thing and brainstorm with everyone. So if I don't have anything, any if I don't know any topics, you can discuss that as well. So thank you everyone. Over to you, Gulnas.
Thank you very much, Tharindu, for your session. So now we are going to jump into the next section of the session, which is a very important thing, and why we are here today. So let me share my screen first of all. So guys, as you know that these days cloud skills are very much important, and it's on the top and one of the trends around the world. So today we are going to discuss the things that how you can start your learning from a Microsoft Learn platform, which is entirely a free platform. So let's start with that. So next agenda is what is, first of all, we are going to discuss what is Microsoft Learn platform, how to create your profile on Microsoft Learn, and AI is the demand of the day. How to start learning AI, how to complete the AI skills challenge, right? What are the free learning paths, and what is the free applied skills credential, and community and networking. So first of all, let's discuss about what is Microsoft Learn. So basically, Microsoft Learn is a free learning platform that promotes technical learning, and it's totally free, accessible to everyone. It's a public platform. How to join that, how to get a start with Microsoft Learn. This is a very simple link you can see on the screen that starts with learn.microsoft.com. Fine. So guys, the rest of the session is a kind of workshop. So I would recommend you to download the QR code scanner in your mobile phones. If you already have the QR code, that's fine. But if not, you can go and just take 1 minute to download the code, because in the coming slides, I'm going to share some QR codes to scan, because that is a kind of learning paths, and some of them are from AI skills challenge, and rest of them is for applied skills credentials. So let's discuss about Microsoft Learn platform. If you go to open up any browser and type as learn.microsoft.com, you will get a page over there, and on the right side there's an option sign in, right? So click on that, sign in. You should be having a good email address to use on Microsoft Learn platform, right? First of all, register through the Microsoft Learn platform using any good email. For example, this is a demo email, mslearnedu@outlook.com. Most probably, if you have some outlook.com, that's fine. So once you get into that sign in option, and you get this option, because Then you have to put your email ID over there, then go to next option. Once you click the next button, then you are going to get another page. Create your profile. Okay, so as Microsoft Learn is an all-in-one platform, and through the same platform, you can start your learning journey. In the future, if you need to go for applied skills, what are applied skills are just like certifications, right? Certifications are something broader, but if you want to have a certificate on some specific skill set, so applied skills are totally free. The same profile you are going to use in the future for Microsoft certifications, for learning, for applied skills, free credentials as well. Okay, so here you need to put your display name. So remember, this display name is going to be used as your name on all your certifications, right? So write down a proper, correct, good name, right? Okay, what next? Select your area, your region. For example, you are in Sri Lanka, so select the Sri Lanka as your region. If you are in Pakistan, you should select the region Pakistan. Why? Because Microsoft provides special discounts based on the regions. A few regions in around the world, there are countries where Microsoft provides special discounts to their learners, to their people who go for some paid certifications. Okay. For example, you just put up your name, each and everything, your region. Here, there's a confirmation and user license agreement sort of thing. You can select the option and you can save this button. Once you save the button, you are all set and your account is ready. Okay, you can view your profile and open up the profile in the browser window. So let me share my screen. I just want to show you in the browser how does that look, that Microsoft Learn account. Okay, once your account is ready, now it's time you can start your learning journey through that account. Okay, so you will go and open up any of the browsers, type in learn.microsoft.com, sign in from the same email ID you used during the registration process, and you can see this profile option over here. For example, this is your profile icon, and if you click on that, you will see here the option profile. So Microsoft Learn is all in one platform. From the same account, you can start your learning journey, and from the same account, you are ready to go for any certifications, any applied skills. Okay, in the profile section, you can see your learning activity and your challenges and your credentials as well. So, what comes in credentials? There are two categories in credentials. One is applied skills, another is certifications. So, this is a demo account, right? So, just don't take it in very serious because there is nothing in certification. Certifications are those paid certifications like AZ 900, AI 900, SC 900, AZ 104, AZ 800, AZ 400, and so on, right? So certifications are something which are paid, but there is a brand new thing which is called applied skills. Applied skills are basically some learning sets, and based on whatever the skills you are interested in, and you start this learning, and once you complete the learning, then you can go for assessment and you get a certificate, right? It's just like the certification, but it's a specific skill set. Certifications are something broad, right? Okay, so how we can start our learning? You can see these points over here. Initially, you can get 0 over here, but with the passage of time, when you start your learning journey and you get started the learning and you learn so many things, you start getting the badges, you start getting the trophies and reputation points and so many other things. As you can see, my level is 5. For example, this demo learner account has the level 5. Why? Based on how many things this demo learner has been learning. So your experience points are going to be increased. For example, in recent past, I have learned these many things. And in activity section, this is the history from past 30 days. And I started this fundamentals of generative AI learning module and I completed up to 94%. Right? Likewise, some of them have been 100% completed. So, what is inside the activity? The things you just did not complete so far, and you just completed some extent, and then it goes to activity. What are the training? Training are something that you have completed. For example, you have completed these many things. Okay, just yes, challenges. Sorry for that. What are the challenges? Challenges are something that you have started. Okay, so today we are also discussing about the AI skills challenge. That is a 30 days learning activity. For example, you just have joined a challenge and its end date is 1st of the November and you still have the time till 1st of the November to complete this challenge. What are the credentials? The same thing we just have discussed. Certification and apply step. Okay, fine. So, how I can start my learning journey? That's the question. So, your first of all, that's the important thing that you have created your Microsoft Learn account and it's ready. It's there, right? And you opened up that through any of the browser windows. What's next? So, next is I'm going to share a few learning paths with you. Some of them are from AI, some of them are from security as well. Okay, let me share those. So, we need to start the learning because this is something free and why don't we go for the free learning and how, let's discuss. Okay, so AI is the demand of the day, so these are a few indicators I just got from the Forbes. The Forbes is a magazine as well and it's a website, so I captured these indicators from there. So AI is the demand of the day, and I want to start AI because AI is everywhere. Start learning AI. How? This is a path, fundamentals of generative AI, and link is over here. So if you cannot copy up this link, right? So you can scan this QR code. So I'm going to give you a few seconds so that you can scan through your mobile phones. Then I'm going to show you by opening up in the browser window how to start this learning path. Fundamentals of generative AI. So be patient. We are going to share other codes as well. Okay. Once you open up this link and you saved in mobile phone and then you open up the link in one of your browser windows, just sign in through your Microsoft Learn account. That is recommended because when you start learning from your Microsoft Learn account, that increases your points over there. For example, from this browser window, I have opened up Microsoft Learn account, and from the same browser window, I just click for another tab and I opened up the same URL or link. Fundamentals of generative AI. Okay, so it shows me just 4 minutes remaining because I have already started. It's about 11 modules, and out of 11, I completed 9 modules, right? Why? Because this is my demo learner account, and usually when I present during the sessions, so I do that, and you can see the progress. So for you, when you first time open up this link from your browser window, you will start from the introduction from this screen, right? In introduction, you are going to read out everything that is going to be the part of this learning journey, right? So start from continue. So in your case, there would be a button as start, but in my case, it's continue because I already completed a few things from this learning journey. Okay, so here you will be seeing some demonstrations, then some codes as well. So somewhere in your learning modules, you are going to get some sandboxes, uh, some lab environments free of cost, some videos as well, codings are there, each and everything is there. It means that there is a complete learning uh, environment for you. Okay, so this was one of the examples. So I'm going to stop the screen. I'm going to share another QR code. So if you are interested in fundamentals of responsible generative AI, so this is another module. So another learning path which you can save in your mobile phone, save the link, and later on you can start learning this module as well. So all of these modules are just 40 minutes, 30 minutes, and sometimes just an hour of study or something like that, not more than that, right? And once you complete these learning paths, what you are going to get, I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes as well. Okay, so this is for fundamentals of responsible generative AI. What next? There is something about machine learning, fundamentals of machine learning. Okay, so this is everything is all about the most popular cloud, Microsoft Azure, right? So you being a new learner, you can start learning, right? So once you get most of the concepts, you can go further. So this is the part of AI skills a challenge session. So in future we are going to host so many such sessions as well. Most of them are from AI, from Azure security, things like that. Okay. So what is the AI skills challenge, which is all about for today's session? That AI skills challenge is a challenge of about 6 learning paths, and these are for 30. These are 30 days learning journey. Uh, it was started on 25th, 24th of September, and it will go till 1st of the November. So still you have plenty of time. So there are about 6 learning paths. Okay, so once you scan this QR code, I'm going to show you those AI skills challenge paths as well. So let me copy up the link. I'm just copying the link. Meanwhile, you can scan this QR code. Okay, so I'm going to show you this thing in my browser window. Okay, fine. So this is the same browser window. I am in my Microsoft Learn account, and I open up some new tab, and this is the link for AI Cloud Skills Challenge. And you can see, if you scroll down, you can have a look at to complete all the challenges content by 1st of the November this year. And what are these challenges? These are about 6 challenges. Introduction to Azure AI and document intelligence, build intelligent apps with Microsoft Azure, create agents in Microsoft Copilot, how to create your own chat uh, Copilots or something, right? Also, Microsoft Fabric is all about the data analysis, accelerate developer productivity with GitHub. If you are a developer and you are interested in development and you know about the GitHub platform, so this challenge is for you. Secure your data in the age of AI. This is all about the people who are interested to learn something about security, right? So, for example, I want to take one of the challenges, right? Or maybe all of them. You can take all of them. But for example, I need this one, secure your data in the age of AI. So I need to register through this challenge. This is the main window of challenge. So how many learning paths are there? 13 days are remaining. So these are more than enough. No problem. Okay. So for example, I want to join the challenge, and these are the people who are completing the challenges around the world. These are so many people over here. You can be one of them. For example, you join the challenge. So I click on join the challenge, right? So we want to start learning. Yes, I need to start learning. And what next? So now this challenge is going to start. Okay. Starting with managing AI data security challenges, then manage compliance with Microsoft. This create image sensitive information types and so many other things. So these are about modules you need to spend the time on daily basis, because these are just uh, some of them are just 30 minutes, some of them are 1 hour study, and so on, right? So you can easily complete within 13 days, even if you do for the daily basis. For example, if I open up this one, so it is all about managing AI data security challenge with Microsoft Purview. So you can start this challenge, the first learning path of this challenge. So once you start learning, you can notice one thing, that your points are increasing over here on the top. For example, now it's done. Now you were studying something, and in between you need to go somewhere, or you need some break or lunch break or whatever, and you just close this browser window. And for the next day, when you sign in into your Microsoft Learn account, you can see in the profile section, in the profile, you can see your latest activities as well. So you can see you stopped from, or you just completed about 16%, right? So you again can start from the same link, right? So here you can go. What next? For example, once you complete the challenge, the complete challenge, so now you are going to get the progress over here, the challenges. Okay. For example, you completed this challenge. Once you complete the challenge, you are going to get a notification, kind of certification, right? How? For example, if I go to the achievements, you can see these are your achievements. For example, you are going to apply for a job and you need some certificate to show, to attach in your CV or in your profile or whatever. So you can print this thing. If I click on this print option, you can see the certificate, right? So if you have a color printer over here in the office, or maybe in at your home or whatever, so you can get a color print, right? So you can see with it comes up with the signature of the CEO, Microsoft CEO, right? So likewise, you can uh, get prints out of whatever you have been learning. Okay, let's talk about the applied skills. So challenges are something that gives you so many learning experiences, and there are so many learning paths, right? But each and everything, whatever you have been learning, you can go to the achievement and you can get the prints, right? There is another thing that comes in category credentials. So, what are the credentials? They are part of applied skills, just like the certifications, like the AZ-104 certification or something like that. Applied skills are something like that. For example, you want to start some applied skills learning journey. Once you complete all the learning journey that is associated to that applied skills, at the end, you are going to be provided a lab environment, right, for assessment. It's a kind of your exam. It's being like for 2 hours or something, right? For 2 hours, you need to complete those labs. And once you complete the lab, you are going to get the applied skills credential certificate. Okay, for example, in the first attempt, if you cannot pass your assessment, you cannot pass your applied skills, you have more attempts to do, right? Okay, so what applied skills you can go for? For example, if I stop this screen, if I open up another one, for example, this is one of the examples of that applied skills. Yes, applied skills credentials, right? So this is one of the examples. Develop generative AI solution with Azure OpenAI services. And one more. Secure Azure services and workloads with Microsoft Defender for cloud regulatory compliance controls. Very much important for the people who are passionate about learning the security. So you can scan this QR code. Meanwhile, you're scanning the QR code. I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to show how to attempt the applied skills assessment. Okay. If you open up this link in the browser window from Microsoft Learn platform, what you are going to be shown, basically, that is a kind of exam window, just like exam window, right? So I just copy up that link and I'm just going to open that link from this browser window. So secure Azure services, the same one. Can I directly take the assessment? If I click on take assessment link over here, so it will get me into that lab environment for 2 hours. I need to complete the lab. If I first of all need to learn. So before going to this option, if you scroll a little bit down, you are going to get all the learning paths. First of all, is study them, right? Study them, all the learning paths. Then if you are able to go for the attempt, right? You can do it. This is just for 2 hours window to take the assessment. Okay. If you just learned everything from these learning paths, now you are ready. Come to this window again and go and take the assessment. So it will ask you to verify, right? Okay. Click on that. Start learning, start assessment. Okay. I clicked on start. It asked me, do you want to start? Yes. Okay. Here you can see this is a complete lab environment. It's a kind of lab environment. So it's going to verify whether I am a human or maybe I am a robot, whatever. So I'm matching up a few things. Okay, my verification is complete. And now system is going to prepare the lab environment for me. Okay, so once my lab environment is ready, From then onwards, I am going to have just 2 hours time, right? Within those 2 hours, you need to complete all the lab instructions. So there is going to be some computers over there. You just need to sign in to the computers, and then whatever the instructions are there, you need to read out all the instructions, just perform the steps, just like you are working in your work in your company or in some organization. There is a fabricated organization over there. You just read out through all the instruction and start doing things. But first of all, I would recommend, if you try to have some assessment, before that, read out all the learning paths, go through all the learning paths, right? So that you can have a good attempt of these applied skills assessments. Okay, if you have any questions, meanwhile, this is loading the lab. If you guys have any questions, you may ask, please. I think somebody has typed the question. Okay, so once your lab is ready, now you can have this computer over here. For example, this is the machine, and on the right side, it says 1 hour 59 minutes remaining. First of all, read out all the important instructions. Log in to the virtual machine. Step 1, click on that. Admin is the username. This is the password. Okay, you just need to click on this small area and just click on this clipboard, and your password is here. Okay, get into the system, and what next? Read out all the instruction. Step 2, read the scenarios. Click on that, and this is a complete scenario. This is a fabricated organization, Contoso, and you just joined a company, and your IT team is going to give you some guidelines to complete a few steps. For example, this you got this email. I'm opening up this email, double click on that. And these are a few instructions. You are going to start from the first one, general guidelines. What are inside these general guidelines? It's all about how to complete your work. So this is from your Chief Technology Officer, CTO. What is next? Existing environment. Okay. So this is your username for the Azure account, and rest of them are instruction and your resource group. Okay. So I would recommend you to study all those learning paths first of all before starting this assessment, because this is something real. 1 hour 57 minutes remaining, 2 hours left. Once you complete successfully, you pass the assessment, you are going to get that applied skills certification. Okay. So once you complete these things, these instructions, just submit your assessment, and it will do some processing. And after that process, it is going to give you your result. And if you pass the assessment, you are going to get the credentials. And if if it is not, then you are another chance to retake the assessment. Okay. So don't worry about that. If you don't pass in the first attempt, you have another chance to pass. Okay. So this was all about the applied skills challenges. Okay. What next? The last thing, community, Microsoft Learning Community. Okay. The question is, how can we join such sessions? Because I am going to start a series of session on security specifically, right? So on Microsoft Azure security. So how to get updated about such kind of sessions. So we are having Microsoft Learn community on official Microsoft Learn platform, right? So we are also the part of Microsoft Learn community. So you can join the community, MCT community Pakistan learning room. As initially when we were starting the session, I already explained everything about that. It is basically a learning room on Microsoft Teams. So everyone these days are using Microsoft Teams from any of your email IDs. And through the same email IDs which you are using for Microsoft Teams account, you can go to this very simple link and join the learning room. It is official Microsoft official learning room. And this is the link, very simple link, aka.ms/MCT Community Pakistan. So once you submit your request, so you need to wait for a few hours, and you are going to get another email. Just keep on checking your junk or spam folder as well. Sometimes the emails they go there as well. So keep checking your junk and spam folder as well for the verification email. So when you get the final verification, it's just go to the Microsoft Teams, log in through the Teams, and you are going to get MCT Community Pakistan Learning Room there. And if you need any expert guidance, you need to get updated about the latest sessions, upcoming sessions, community events, so many other things. So you can get all the updates from there. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining today's session. So if you have any questions, you can ask, please. So I'm going to share Microsoft Learning platform link as well. So I'm very active on Microsoft Learning platform, and most importantly, I'm active on LinkedIn as well. If you want to ask me anything, if you need any guidance, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn account. Yes, likewise, we can download the certification. All our certification. Certifications are something that you need to pay. Those are camera proctored exams by Pearson, right? But applied skills are just free of cost, no camera, nothing. 2 hours time. If you submit the assessment successfully within 2 hours, then you get the applied skill certificate. If not, you have another attempts as well. Free of cost, don't need to pay money. Okay, so a few of you are asking me about the links. So guys, please reach out to me on LinkedIn so that I can share the links with you, because I don't know how many. I just put all the links on the QR codes. So please reach out to me on LinkedIn so that I can share all those links with you. Okay, so this is This is the link for joining the learning room. Yes, these, whatever I have shared is free. These are free, totally free. Yes, Microsoft credentials, applied skills credentials are made for those people who cannot go for all the certification exams. They just need some of the skills to show in their profile, or they want to attach with their CV, their resume. These are made for them because these are just a few skill sets. And these are by whatever I have shown you through the official Microsoft Learn platform. Okay, so everything these days is the part of Microsoft Learn platform. Yes, exams are not free. If allow me, I am just going to show you what are exams. What is the difference between exam and applied skills. So both are different, definitely. They are not the same. But if you want to start from somewhere, at least, you need to go for these applied skills credentials, right? Okay, this is Microsoft Learn, as you can see on the screen. Okay, I click on this option. I'm on Microsoft Learn. If I go to Discover, in Discover, there are so many things, those are part of Microsoft Learn. For example, documentation, Microsoft documentation, based on all the important articles, training, credentials, question and answers, right? So you being a technical person, you can ask questions as well on Microsoft Learn, right? Based on whatever the area. For example, you need to ask something from the area Azure, right? So you can ask your question from here. For example, the people are asking and some volunteers are going to give them answers as well. Okay, discover. If I go to credentials, so as a whole, what are Microsoft credentials? There are two different things. This sign is for certification. This is for applied skills. And you know that applied skills are free. So Microsoft applied skills. What are Microsoft applied skills? These are actually real world scenario based learning paths. And once you complete all the learning paths, you can go for the assessments, right? You can have a look at all applied skills. What next? So applied skills are different, certifications are different. Certifications are job role based certifications. For example, when you go somewhere and you applied for a job and they need you to pass AZ-104, then you can go for the certification, right? If I click on browse certification, I can have all the certification details over here. For example, uh, Microsoft Certified Azure AI Fundamentals or DevOps Engineer, right? There are a few from Dynamics, few from Microsoft 365 and so on. So likewise, if I need certification from Azure, Azure Administration, or maybe I just type in as Azure Administrator. Sorry. Microsoft Certified Azure Administrator and Azure Database Administrator. Okay, and click on that. So this is the most popular certification, AZ-104. You can see this is the page for the certification, and at the end, you will have 100 minutes to complete this exam. And exams are different. For example, you can schedule the exam. For example, what's the price in Pakistan, for example? You just have to pay only $80. And in few days from November 1st onwards, this is going to be reduced. This price is no more there. Maybe it's somewhere in 65 or something, right? Okay, for example, you are from country, another country. Yes, this one. Let's see what's the price in Sri Lanka. You can see the same. And what's the price in United States? Or maybe this UAE, 165, right? So as I already explained in the start that prices are different. So whenever you put the region in your Microsoft Learn platform profile, just put the right region. Region means the country because they usually use the term region instead of country, right? So put your correct region instead of putting some other regions, right? So that's all from our side. Thank you very much for joining. So keep in touch for all the future sessions and especially join the learning room and you will be get updated about all the coming future sessions. And I'm really thankful to our uh, honorable speaker, Tharindu. Thank you very much for your valuable session today. And thank you, everyone. Goodbye. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.